Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle and we've got the adventure dog Feeny romping in the snow, and on today's video we're going to take you on a little bit of an Aspen, Colorado adventure, and it wouldn't be a Michelle and Feeny adventure if it didn't include a ghost town, so that's where we're at right now. Let's go explore. Independence Ghost Town is located about 16 miles outside of downtown Aspen off of Independence Pass. It is located at 10,900 feet, so you can imagine life up here was rough. But that did not stop the miners, which is probably one of the biggest reasons I am obsessed with mining towns, is the grit and determination that it took to live in a place like this. This town was founded July 4th of 1879, but by 1882 it had up to 1,000 residents and over 47 businesses, like what they believe was the general store behind us, several boarding houses where you could get room and board for $2 a month, and of course saloons, because every mining town has to have multiple saloons. I'm figuring that one out. But by 1890, this place was completely dismantled. In fact, the story is that the last miners, the remaining miners who were trying to tough it out, got stuck in one of the worst storms of the century, dismantled their homes, turned them into skis, and skied down the pass to Aspen. Man, they probably had some stories to tell of those saloons that night. But all right, there's a few buildings here. We have it all to ourselves because there's still a lot of snow. Independence Pass usually opens Memorial Day weekend. It actually opened after that this year, so this is the first day it's open. So this is the first day you can visit, and there's still a lot of snow, but we love these kind of adventures, and quite frankly, this is my favorite outfit, my Melly shorts, Smart Wool, and my Hokas, so your girl's happy. Your girl is happy. Let's go. One heck of a view from the boarding house, man. Beans is on the site of Ackerman's Independence Hotel. Whoops. He's actually using the restroom, so let me pick that up and I will return to you in uno momento. The restroom is over, so here is the site of Ackerman's Independence Hotel, or what is left of it. I'm sure there's some more under the snow, but alas, we're in snow. If you're new to this channel and you haven't followed any of my Colorado series, I love finding old mines, exploring old mines, and I love when people leave the glass and the hand-carved nails or hand-forged nails out for you to see and hold. It's really cool. Pieces of history. It's amazing that this stuff stays on these boards under the snow. Like it just, the snow melts away and the stuff remains. It's amazing. Let's go that way. Let's go that way. You gotta go this way, kid. Test it out for me. You gonna hold Mom? Or is she gonna go down? Huh? Oh, it's gonna hold Mom. It's gonna hold Mom. It's one of my favorite things about most Colorado ghost towns is the smell of the wood. So let's see if this passes the test. There it is. Oh, there it is. This one didn't smell, but these ones do. I know, I'm a weird girl, okay? I'm just a weird kid. But I mean, look at this. That's wild. Ow! Taking out my knee. Wow! What a view! Whoa! Buddy, that takes my breath away. You don't care. Here, trails this way, boo. I swear y'all, that's a stick. It's not a piece of a building. I would never let him do that. It's just a stick. But he's obsessed now with it. So it's gonna go with us everywhere. Look how wildly skinny and short this door is. And I'm a short, small human. No, that is a piece of building. No. No. Is it? Hold on. Is that building? Phoenix Shinklin. Is that building? Something that's kind of unique that I'm catching with this ghost town is how much is still here, just like the earth is taking it back. A lot of these ghost towns, because they're built on sides of mountains, as the rain comes down in the summer and it snow melts, it kind of flushes down. I think because there's a lot of like level areas, a lot of the stuff has remained. It's just literally like in the dirt still, and a part of the land again, which is really cool. So I bet under all of the snow, there's even more of that. So this miner's cabin behind me, I'm actually kind of surprised. I wonder if they don't know the true history. Like usually something this large and nice would have been like the mine manager. But this is a very large, very cool miner's cabin. Look at this axe head. It's cool. Oh look, a shovel. Or this is for the fire grate, right? The coal. Head to something. Really cool. Don't you kids worry. I know how much of a geek I am, okay? I know how much of a geek I am. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. I don't think I'm cool. Although this is a really cool location, so I don't know how much of a geek I am, because look where I'm at. Just saying. I was just reading that sign and they said based on archaeological discovery and digging, they have found the remnants of 85 different structures or buildings that could be from a platform for a tent to an outhouse to a root cellar. You can actually tell where houses were in the summer by berry bushes because they would have planted them next to houses or residences to ward off scurvy in the winter. So that's how they can kind of tell where most of the residences were. This is the last remaining two-pen or double room building, and they did do some stabilization work on it to keep it standing for years to come, because as you can imagine, life at 10,900 feet, these structures start to fade quickly without a little help. So I am way on the other side of the town site now, on the very other edge. You can see that building. That's not even all the way at the edge. This is a very long, singular town site. Most of them that I know of in the San Juans were all pretty tight together. So it's pretty interesting. There just must have been that many buildings because they wouldn't have necessarily all been this far apart from each other. So yeah, this is a really long town site, and you can actually see right there is actually the road that they built through the Continental Divide trail. They built a road that came right through town. You guys still see it. Okay, I should have known, like as I was saying it earlier in the video where I was like, it's amazing that the glass is still here, because like in other Colorado towns, you just see things like ghost towns, you see things washing down the pass. Like one of my faves is Silver Lake, outside of Silverton, because like you can literally see it all in the valley floor below, like big ore carts and tram cars. But I should have known. Just wait. I bet that river gets absolutely filled with glass and pieces of metal that has all washed from above. I knew better. Like, nature isn't that kind, especially at 10,900 feet. Nature is generally not that kind. So there's the runoff. That's cool. Hold on, just wait till what I see. Hold on. Ugh. This is so cool. Hold on. This is wild. It's a hill of a front door. Oh, stop it. This is how deep the snow is, and I've got to get up there. That's the path. And the other way is worse. Unless I go all the way around. I found probably one of my favorite treasures of all. If anybody can actually tell me, was this what this was made out of? Was it iron ore that they made these out of? They've got the hand forged nails, bolts. But like the heft of this, oh, these are my favorite. Like somebody's, like a human's hands made these. Well, tools. But I just find that so cool. So, cool little note about this cabin, and I've actually never seen this before on a sign, so I have a feeling it's not just here in Independence, but this house would have been owned and built by, like they said, up to 6 bachelors who would have pooled their resources and money to build this, and then would have slept here in shifts. It was very expensive to heat places, so often miners would just pool all of their resources and they would share a space so that they could share all the maintenance costs. And then when they weren't here, they spend their time at the saloon so they could just hang out with their friends, drink, and also not have to pay for the heat there. So really cool little tidbit to like why some of these buildings are a little on the larger side is because it would have been bachelors living here. They did say there was a few women, and they found some remnants of like perfume bottles and brooches, but it would have been few and far between who lived in Independence of the female persuasion. I would have lived here. Okay, you can be off again, kid. Go ahead. Mom's not gonna kamikaze throw you anything this time. I haven't been here about 2 2.5 hours. I think normal humans would take about an hour. We're not normal. Well, I'm not a normal human. Her's not a normal dog. But our original plan was to go for another hike, but his little tootsies are cold, so we're gonna get them off the snow and warmed up, and we're gonna go head down into downtown Aspen and just see what we can get up to down there, because I've never visited the place. And neither have you. Nah, let's go. Okay, I lied. There was a dirt road with more buildings. It's not snow, it's dirt. It'll dry his feet out a little bit. The car's right there. It's right there. This is the road. Old Wagon Road. It actually went all the way through town and over the pass. And they didn't close it during the winter like they do now. They put skis on their wagon. These people had grit and determination, and Lord help me, I don't know what else. Last filling, I swear, last filling, I swear. The GoPro's even dead on my phone. But last filling, then back to the car. I mean, it was worth it for this shot alone. Dude is so handsome. Dude, you're so handsome. Are you handsome? Are you handsome? Say Feeny, Fiends. Are you handsome? Tell YouTube. Say YouTube. Auntie, the most handsome boy. Are you handsome? See? Totally worth it for this shot. Totally. So handsome. Got back to the car, got the battery in the GoPro changed out, and I wanted to mention one thing about Independence Ghost Town. It is a suggested donation, and there's a donation box at the start of the trailhead. So just like Animus Forks outside of Silverton, they rely on donations and, you know, external funds to keep these places structurally sound and the buildings maintained as much as humanly possible, as well as putting the trails in and things like that. So keep that in mind if you come, that there is a donation box. It is suggested donation of $5. Military personnel always free, but if you can give a little bit more to keep a slice of our history going, and you want to, you do you, boo. I wouldn't be mad. Oh my Lanta, this is wild. Wild. Guys, that was wild. That was Independence Pass. So I actually lied to you, and I decided to head up to the Independence Pass overlook just to see what we could see, and that was magical. I'm really glad that I could, even though there was 0 places to stop, and I tried to pull over for like 30 seconds to take a little clip and photo, and I got told to move. And I have a feeling a bunch of people were getting ready to get told to move. I just happened to be first, because that was wild up there. People are literally getting dropped off with skis and snowboards up there. They hike over, and then they drop down into the valley, and then they're getting picked up by support cars. That is what's going on. That is wildness. There's cross-country skiing going on. Coloradans, you are badasses, and I just wish I could be a badass like you. Will you please adopt me into your lovely state so I can be badasses, and this can be just like a normal Saturday? Please and thanks. Okay, so anywho, to catch you up even more, as we were driving down, there's a mill. There's a mill, guys. The Independence Ghost Town has a mill, duh, because it's a ghost town that was a mining town, so it's gonna have a mill. We just didn't see it on the way up because somebody was passing us at this point, so I didn't see it. And it was a very snowy walk from the other side. So we're checking out the mill. I love a good mill. Love a mill. God, I'm a dork. This state's amazing. Just continue to geek out with me for just un momento, and then I promise you I'm done with old buildings and giant bolts. The giant bolts. I don't know what it is about these things, but they're so cool. Oh, what a cool mill. So my all-time favorite mill to visit is the Bagley Frisco outside of Silverton near Animas Forks. It is such a cool mill to visit, but this one's actually really cool. It's actually got some like carved wood that I don't think has a structural reason. I think they were just putting some artistry into their build. Fiends lost a rock in the snow. So, did you find it? No? Okay. But I guess he's gonna give up on it. So, all right, now I've calmed my happy arse down from, you know, that amazing, glorious winter wonderland that I've never seen before of the Independence Pass. Finding a mill. There is another piece of the mill across the road, but I don't think I'm gonna. TBD, but I don't think I'm gonna go across the road to it. Just because it's kind of on a cliff by the highway. And you know, I got the fiends. But we are gonna walk back to the car now. Super cool spot. This is still part of the Independence, so this is actually the Independence Mill. I don't know if I said that, because I was just excited. So much excited. But the town site you can continue on to. We just didn't walk. That part was like really full of snow. And honestly, I didn't know it attached to this. Otherwise, I probably would have come down here, if you just hiked down here. There is another parking lot down here, another donation bin, so there's kind of like, if you park at the south or the north side, you can get to everything. So this is just, yeah, this is beautiful. There's another boarding house that's completely fallen apart down here. So really, really cool, beautiful town site. Amazing adventure to get to go up. Oh, that's where it's at. I totally interrupted because I had lost part of my tripod. And that's what I just found. And I never find things when I drop them. But yeah, this was such a... I don't even know where I was, y'all, because this is just so fun. This was such an unexpected, like, amazing little trip. I didn't really have a lot of expectations for Aspen. I don't know why. But now I'm in love. We're down at the boarding house. I promise y'all, promise, last old buildings. I'm gonna calm myself down. I'm gonna get myself together and we're gonna go test out Aspen. Check out, not test out. Oh, there's buildings down by the water too. Okay, I'm gonna go look at them. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because there is very, very snowy and very muddy down there, and I'm not going to do it because it doesn't look like it's anything. It's just structures. It's nothing cool. Nothing cool. Okay, I've talked myself out of it. You've been with me. Fiends is museum. There you go. Chilling in the snow. It's like 72. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Here you go. Another building. Just what you wanted to see, right? Okay, that's the last one today. Promise, last one. Let's go to Aspen. I'm not used to mountain towns with Gucci and Lululemon. That's new. A lot of stuff is still closed because it's really early in this season, being the first week in June. So the place I wanted to have burgers wasn't open. The Whiskey Snug wasn't open. But the froyo place was. So we got half for me and half for the beans. So that was kind of a quick just walk. We just kind of walked in and out of all of the streets. I did do some research and I found a little spot that we could have eaten, but I didn't do good enough research because they weren't open. It's still kind of a shoulder season for them, so they were taking a break, and I couldn't really navigate any of the other restaurants because you had to go in, and when I'm solo with the dog, it's a little hard if I can't just like peek my head in. I'm trying to withhold judgment. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of it based on my tone, but not my cup of tea so far. I think it would be great for like a girls' ski trip weekend where you're wanting to, you know, sit back and drink wine and that kind of stuff. But when I'm walking through like a town, a mountain town, and I'm just hearing like EDM and pop music blaring, I don't know. Club music and mountains don't go together for me. They just don't. Like maybe for a ski weekend, like I said. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting juxtaposition here because you have people like dolled out in their designer threads, and then you have people like me, just Tevas, shorts and a t-shirt, and like the outdoorsy Colorado is still here. It's just covered in Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Lulu. It's kind of just all mixed together. So kind of interesting. I think in a different headspace with like girlfriends, I would probably love it. But for me, today, not my cup of tea. So we had some ice cream. I am gonna try to go get some parking closer to a souvenir stand because I wanna get some stickers and some postcards to send home to friends and family. But parking here is really weird. You have to use like this text to park, and mine will not work at all. You can pay at the thing, but all of my credit cards have numbers on the back, not on the front, so it won't read them. So, I didn't get a ticket though, but we're just gonna have to like slide into the Subi place real quick. And fingers crossed. Whew, we had to circle a bit, but we got some parking right in front of a just Aspen souvenir store. Got 3 Aspen postcards. I'm gonna send my nephews and some family postcards from any new city that I go to or new stop. And then I was kind of parked where I wasn't supposed to be, so I panicked and I bought way too many stickers, like way too many stickers. I know my nephew wanted one, and I wanted one for the camper, but then I just kept going. So we're gonna have to work on that because that was a $20-some mistake. So, all right. I think we might try one more little spot if I can find easy parking just to stretch the legs a little bit before we head back to camp. So let's see if we can find parking. The GoPro got too hot. She won't turn on. We are over on Smuggler Mountain Road. This was actually going to be our first hike for the day. It's a Jeep road that you can get to a bunch of mines. Come on, did y'all expect anything less? I'm honestly just getting us a little more leg stretching out of the way, but it is pretty warm, so we're not gonna go too far up. But man, this would have been a great morning climb. A nice steady grade, good training at elevation. So if you are in Aspen, want to do some hill repeats or do some climbs, easy climbs, well, easy in terms of like surface. Smuggler Mountain Road. There's a bunch of trails up there that it connects to as well. So could be fun. There's a few mines up there as well, but it's like 75. 1, it's almost time to turn back and go home. But 2, with Beans' PPDH, I really don't like him hot. So I try to keep our hikes super early in the morning so that he doesn't get overheated. Oh, wow, it's pretty. they are serious about not leaving poop bags on the trail here. There's been like 20 signs. There's actual trash cans on this trail, which is wild. I overheated the GoPro battery, so you are on my cell phone, but we are back in the car. We just got a little bit of extra energies out before we hit the road, and now we are headed back to our campsite. I've got a grocery pickup to do a little Saturday night, Sunday morning reset, get ready for the week. But we're gonna go on a little adventure tomorrow that I'm actually gonna bring you along with short style. So if you haven't been checking them out, I've been having a lot of fun in between the long videos, just kind of creating little shorts of our day to day. And it's been really fun, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. So tomorrow morning, we're just gonna do a little mini adventure. I have to, you know, do some chores and adulting tomorrow as well, and edit a bunch of videos before the work week. So I'm gonna do a little mini adventure in the morning. We're gonna bring you along, but this adventure was a blast, and I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. We loved bringing you along, and I promise you not every Colorado video will be about mines, but a lot of them will. At least it has really pretty scenery too. So no, I'm just kidding. I have quite a few things planned that are not mine related, but I enjoy them. I enjoy bringing you along. I enjoy sharing some history with you, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. So we will see you guys on the next adventure, wherever the road may take us. But for now, it's taking us home to Pepper, to the camper, not home. We're not done with Colorado yet. All right.